So the last time we saw the Canadian Berserker on the big screen, he was telling young Professor X to go fuck himself in X-Men First Class. And before that, well, let's just say that we too wish we had developed amnesia following a gunshot to the skull with an adamantium bullet. Many fanboys had a problem with the fact that up until this point, the X-Men films were very Wolverine-centric, and now that you've got a film set to explore his mysterious and checkered past, they overload it with a ton of other fucking mutants to dilute the story to unrecognizable dreck. Remember when Bryan Singer made the first two X-Men films? He explained his hesitation to use Gambit, seeing as he was cut from too similar a mold as Wolverine. Well, apparently Gavin Hood and the folks behind Origins thought it was poppycock and decided to shoehorn the character into their film. So, the use of Gambit in X-Men Origins Wolverine was a total waste of a fan-favorite character and served as a mere ploy to put asses in seats. And please, please do not get me started on how the film handled Deadpool, okay? Because I just hope that all parties involved choked on a chimichanga stuffed with a hand grenade. I digress. Forgive me, it's just, I don't know. This show wasn't here when the movie came out, and I've been wanting to air my grievances for quite some time, so. Yeah. Needless to say, my expectations for Wolverine were nil. However, I am happy to say that this film does deliver us a satisfying solo outing of Mr. Weapon X. Drawing heavily on Chris Claremont and Frank Miller's Japan saga, the Wolverine has us catch up with Logan at some point after the events of The Last Stand. He has since given up being the best at what he does, and instead roams the woods, a la Survivor Man. Clearly, he is still carrying the weight of Jean Grey's death on his conscience, seeing as she keeps appearing frequently in his dreams and nightmares, where he promises her that he will never hurt anyone again. But still, Logan wouldn't be Logan if the occasional barroom brawl didn't transpire.
Put him up! Put him up!
It is here where we meet Yukio as she is being sent by her master to bring Logan to Tokyo, and it is Logan who saved her master, Yoshida's life, during the bombing of Nagasaki during World War II. And Yoshida's dying, and it is his final wish to see, an old friend. But as always, things aren't always as simple, as he offers him a gift. Death. Personally, I would have preferred a box of pastelitos, but maybe that's just the Cuban in me.
Delicioso.
Apparently, Yoshida has worked out a way for Logan's healing factor to be transferred to his frail body, and for Logan to live a mortal life. That womps. He calls Logan a Ronin, which means a samurai without a master, and as a soldier who has faced countless battles and lost everyone he's ever loved, maybe the release of death is all that's left for the Wolverine. You can say that this movie plays out a lot like a Kurosawa film. We are there with Logan every step on his journey to redemption. The film is well paced, it gives you time to breathe, the action scenes were handled very nicely, not too overboard, but don't fret, okay, because there are plenty of people treated like human pincushions throughout the course of this film.
My only issue,
no, I'm not talking about your pee-pee, was that I saw the final act coming within the first 30 minutes of the film, and the character Viper was a little too old-school Bond villain for me. Let me know what you guys thought, as well as your hopes for Days of Future Past. And until next time, stay geeky, my friends.